Now, as we focus on Kash Patel's confirmation process, I want to bring in CBS News Department of Justice correspondent Scott MacFarlane to talk a little bit more about this. So Scott, what are you hearing from your sources about these firings at the FBI?
Concern is that they're going to expand, Vlad. There's already been this list compiled of FBI agents and employees who were part of the January 6th investigation. That's about 5,000 people, any number of whom are concerned they're got to get fired simply for touching that case. But there's now an expanding concern. There's been already in the past 24 hours this move against other agency federal workers who are what they call probationary, new to the job, without the full protections of a longtime civil servant. There's a lot of FBI agents who fit that category, too. Potentially more than 1,000 FBI agents who the federal government considers probationary, new, without full protections. An association representing FBI employees issued a warning last night saying if you move against all of those workers, you could lose another 1,000 FBI agents, which would gut some of the critical task forces and missions inside the FBI. Could be child predator task forces, terrorism task forces, violent crime task forces, and a significant loss of institutional memory, and an awful lot of time would be needed, Vlad, to find, recruit, train, and background check replacement FBI agents.
So thus making Americans less safe. And as you know, Scott, oftentimes with these FBI agents and with the Department, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, we don't hear about the wins. We only hear about the failures, which are, thank God, few and far between. But this signals that we may see a bit more of those in the years ahead. Let me ask you about this bizarre press conference that the Attorney General, Pam Bondi, held yesterday. The Department of Justice, as you know, announced that it's suing New York State over its immigration policies. But the way that the Attorney General led that press conference by announcing that she had filed charges against individuals in New York State led a lot of people, including myself, not being a lawyer, to wonder if she was filing criminal charges against people like Letitia James. And instead, we find out that she's just suing them, and she actually hasn't filed anything. What more can you tell us?
It was an untraditional news conference. I was in the room at the Department of Justice. There was a gasp among those in the audience on press row when she initially indicated there'd be criminal charges against the governor and other key players in New York State. And she immediately clarified that this is a civil lawsuit, the likes of which there are thousands and tens of thousands across the country, including in New York each year. They also did not have a copy of the lawsuit to share during this press conference. That's untraditional, but it also sowed some confusion about what exactly is being alleged here and what type of damages is the U.S. Department of Justice seeking. Some of that's going to be clarified in a federal courthouse in Albany, the state capital where the state government is headquartered, as the Department of Justice tries to make an argument here that the state of New York is not cracking down hard enough on undocumented immigrants. If this lawsuit goes anywhere is a different story, but a political message has been sent. The first message by this Attorney General at that podium in this administration.
So just, Scott, so I understand, there's no paperwork yet. Nothing has actually been filed. This is an intention to sue, or they have already filed the paperwork that suggests that they are suing the governor and others, but they're not filing any criminal charges.
This is what's different, Vlad. This suit was not ready when it was announced. That's uncommon among federal prosecutors. It was made available late last night to some reporters, CBS News included. We expect it to hit the public docket today in Albany, but this will take weeks and months, maybe years, to litigate and adjudicate. There's no criminal component to this case. When the press conference began with an allusion to criminal charges, it was a misspeaking or a miscommunication by the Attorney General.
All right, Scott MacFarlane, always grateful for you, my friend, for providing that clarity that I, and I guess a lot of other people sorely need. Thank you, Scott.
Thanks, Vlad.